So today I'm gonna show you how we can create the Installsheeld installer for microservices. So I hope you understand the microservices. Basically, Windows services kind of things, and you know that for the Windows services application we create a project and we create a class which inherits the service based class, right? So and that services that Windows service cannot be debugged easily, but if I show you the code for the for my uh, 1 minute for Topshelf services, so then you will say that this code can be debugged and this is also a Windows service, right? So basically it's the main difference between Windows services and microservices. Like microservices can be debugged easily, and Windows services need some basic some few configurations, right? One more thing, there is a lot of differences between both of them, and as of now nowadays we are preferring to create microservices rather than Windows services. So I am just focusing on how we can deploy a microservices to install it install, right? So let me come to the code first. If I come to the code, then this is my top shelf console application. So microservices can be created via using top shelf library, right? So I have referenced the DLL, which is my uh, top shelf, right? And now coming to this service sample service. So here my sample service contains very simple code, nothing very extraordinary. And if I just come to this, then in the program configure sample service, I am configuring the code. Right here I am just created a class with another configure, and here in configuration I am using the host factory. The host factory is from the top shelf library. So this way I am configuring my top shelf service. Right now, this is the project of my top shelf service. Now coming back to this install sheet installer, so here I will be creating an installer from start. So let's open the installer first. I'm just closing this one, I don't need it right now. So open the installer. I'm copying the path so that I can get my project file here. Let it to open first. So the output of installing the top self service or microservice will be the same. Like I will be able to see my top self service in this services.msc, right? So here is my install sheet. Now I will be creating a new project. The location would be this, and this will be my top shelf installer. In the common I will be selecting basic MSI. In the installer script I will be selecting this option, which is installer script project. In the window installer I will be selecting basic MSI. In the all type I will be selecting basic MSI, right? Now done. I will be doing nothing in this project assistance. I will be going to the install designer. In the general information I will be just marking the file format in the XML format. I will be coming to this product name would be my top shelf micro service, and here I will be setting my install dir, which is a main thing, right? So I will be renaming it like micro test, right? And I will be saying top shelf version, right? And inside it I am not expecting any kind of other folders, so I'm deleting them. This is my final install dir. And now for the just for the sake of debugging purpose, I am marking it yes so that I can see the logs later. Now I have to configure the icon. So for the icon, just will go to this WPF, and here I will be, let's say, selecting this icon. Right, this icon I will be using. And now coming back to this, no other option I'm setting because these are the very, those you understand how to set up, so I'm just skipping that. Now coming back to the setup design, here I will be adding my feature and my components, right? So new feature is that micro s, and its the name is top shelf service, right? Nothing else extraordinary. I am just marking my installer compatible to the 64-bit machine by changing the template summary. So template summary by default is for 32-bit system. I am marking it to 64-bit machine. Done. And coming back to the setup design again, in the micro I will be adding one component. So the component is all bin, right? In all bins I will be marking it to the 64-bit component, right? And I will be just adding files. So from which project I will be referring the files. So let me come to this point first. I have a project in it which is Topshelf console. In the win, in the release, he need to include 1, 2 and 3 DLL, and these exe config and this exe, right? So how I will be doing, I will be just referring this uh, folder pass first. I will be adding a dynamic linking, new link, and here I will be saying that I need all DLLs. I need .exe .config, and I don't need dot what I don't need is that I don't need this config, which is okay, this, right? Now by doing or applying this thing, let's see what happens. I am able to see 4 files in my deployment. Now I will be adding one more exe file, which is this. I am adding it by add file component option because I need to mark it as a key file, right? So I'm just copy as a path. I will be referring it, so my file is here. I'm just marking it as a set key file. Now saving it, coming back to this shortcut. So as of now you can see that there will not be any shortcut because this is not a window application, this is a Windows service kind of thing. So I'm just leaving it. Now this is the service, and you know that for this service I need to create few properties. Like first of all, this is the service, and there would be the name of the service, right? So let's say the service so first of all let me come to this top shelf kind of things. So there is a top shelf services are being installed not via this services node. Top shelves are can be installed via their own command which is for the CMD, like the this is the command line parameters or command line options available for the installing and starting the services. So I have just created few commands, like this would be my command for which will be run on CMD, and here I will be referring the complete path of my my complete path of my top shelf service exe. I will be saying that I need to install it. I will be providing the username, I will be providing the password, I will be providing the service name, I will provide the display name, I will provide the auto start and description, and I will be starting the service, right? And this is the installation command line format. And now this is the format for the uh, this is the format for the uninstallation, which says that I will be saying this exe, and this should be service name, which should be stopped and uninstalled, right? So what I need to do is that I need to create these properties, and I also need to create one dialog. Okay, so what I will be doing is that I will be creating all these properties one by one, or no, I am just creating all these properties one by one. Okay, so coming to this property manager, here edit domain, the value would be right, username, new, this, and user says that what the name is this, name is this, right? Now password, new, and password. After this I am coming back to this edit service name. So I will be taking the service name from the user, like what, with which service name I need to register this exe, right? And I will be creating only one instance. I'm not going to get more than one instance right now. For the more than one instance, I will be referring, or I will be just doing one more demo, so no worry for that. Also I will be running this whole code in the cmd, so I will be creating one more property with the cmd path. And you know the cmd path, I'm just picking up this cmd path from the C, Windows, System 32, and cmd. So this is my cmd. I'm just copying the path here, setting the value, right? So this is the value. Now I need to update my dialogues. I will be taking few more things from the user. So new dialog with the values like interior wizard panel, next, the name would be application setup, application setup, and you know that I need to create few I need to create update the interface first. I need to take few inputs from this user. So what inputs I need are listed here, like I need username and credentials first of all. So just coming to this dialog, I'm not updating this, I'm just leaving it as of now because this is just for the test. Here I am taking domain. Now here I am taking, oh, I think I need to control it. It is username, right? I will be taking password as well from the user, because service installation needs password, I mean authentication as well, right? Now what remains? Service name. I need service name as well. Anything else? I think I'm done. Okay, now text boxes for each of them. So for domain I will be using this property, right? For username I will be using this property, password, I will be using this property. I need to mark this field as a password, right? Otherwise everything will be visible. So done it. And also one more thing remaining, which is service name. I will be adding that thing as well. Right, now I need to look for the sequences. First of all, the install welcome. Where is my install welcome? For the install welcome, let's see behavior. Next, back is nothing. Next is my license. Right, now after the license, uh, where is my license? This is license dialog. I will be saying that I will be going back to this install welcome, and for the next I will be saying that I need to go destination folder. Right, now coming to the destination folder, I will be saying for the back I can go to this license, and for the next I would like to go to this customer information. Right, from the customer information behavior, I would say I will go back to the destination folder, and for the next I will say that I need to go to the setup type, right, or something else. Okay, correct, setup type. Now after setup type I would say that where is my setup type? First of all, this is my setup type. So coming to the setup type, back is my customer information, next is my ready to install. So I am saying that I will be going to the application setup, right, and from the custom one, where is my custom setup? This is my custom setup. I will be saying back is the maintenance, but next one is my application setup. Right, now coming back to setup, I will be saying back would be my setup type, right, and next would be ready to install. Right, so this is the sequencing. Now what remains is that I have added my exe file, everything as well. Now I need to you know that after install, while installation I will be having all these values, right, but while uninstallation I will not be getting the value of editing service name. So I need to keep the value of this property in the registry. So what I will be doing is that I will be just going to the registry, I will be selecting my component from this list, and after this I will be creating one key inside it like this, and the name would be like software, right, and inside the software I would say that I would be creating one more key, which is TWS, right. Here in this key I will be adding one more string value, which is my service name, right, and I would say that I will be setting the value of this key value by my uh, property, right. So the setting would happen while installation, right. So this is done. Now while uninstallation I need to pull up this value of this key and set it to the property. So how I will be doing, I will be just using system search. In system search I would first of all I need to copy the no, I will just go to this edit add name, Next I will be reading from the registry. Going next, here I will be saying from the local machine software, and here TWS, the value would be software, oh not software but service name, right? Service name, search in the 64-bit key, and where to keep the value I need to keep in this property, right? So service name I need to verify first of all, service name, yeah, service name. So I have written set everything, right? Now what I need to do is that I need to actually set up these commands to be run while installation and installation accordingly. So first of all, what I will be doing, I will just coming to this custom action, and in the custom action I will be adding one custom action to invoke my exe. So next I will be saying install micro service. I'm just doing nothing here. Next I will be saying I need to execute the exe, and my exe in my property. Next my exe is cmd path, and the value for my cmd would be this, right? So everything is okay. You can see that I have already set up everything here. I will be just pasting it, saying that next I need to invoke it by an installation. So I'll initialize after. I'm saying not remove, right? Next, finish. One more custom action for an installation, saying this, yes, I'm saying uninstall micro service, and here next run again exe file, and this is stored in the property table, and this is my cmd, and target would be like this, right? This is the benefit of already getting things. Next scheduling, right? So I will be scheduling it in while in an installation. So condition will be remove. Next finish. Now one more thing, I have created registry and I need to remove that as well, right? So I need to create one install script file, new script file, and this is my script file. Now I have already written some code in my previous installer to basically uninstall or remove the registry entries, right? So I'm just referring that. I'm just going to my previous demo. I am just opening one of my installer, and will be copying the same code from that installer, right? So wait a minute, it will get open. So coming to this install script, I will be just copying it, coming to my one here, yes, correct, and my path is correct, TWS. I have that's why I kept the same path, right? Now this will remove the things automatically, so I need to invoke it by custom actions. So coming to this new custom actions, next I will say remove registries. Next run install script code. Next remove registry. Next this will be running after an installation of the services, right? So I will be scheduling it after my install microservice, right? And this will be remove flow. next finish. So as of now I think that I have done everything, and I will be just testing it. Oh, I need to create a release first, right? So first of all, checking the path variables correct. Coming to the release, here I will be creating one product configuration. Here in the product configuration I will be adding one release, and in the product configuration I am saying that micro service installer, and in the release I am saying the files should be compressed, and in the services.exe I will be saying the acquired execution level should be administrator. So these are the basic things which I am doing right now. I will be compiling it and I will be testing it, right? So basically this installer will install only one instance, not more than one, because this is the basic thing which I am showing you right now. Next, complete. Okay, domain is ali rj11028, my password, and service name is Robin Uthappa, right? Saying next. So first of all, let me just check whether there is a service with the name Robin Uthappa. No, there is no Robin Uthappa. Now install it. Let's see what happens. Okay, installing service Robin Uthappa. Great, it is running. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is basically what I did is that start service name, edit service name. I think okay, so there is a issue with my installer. I will be just uninstalling it first. It will not uninstall again. So I will be changing the prod code first of all, so that I can manage everything. This is my prod code, right? And this is my component code as well. So I will be updating this thing as well. Saving it, and yes, so now I have seen that there was an issue while installing the application. So what I did, I just gone through the custom actions commands and came to know that the command which I am passing is incorrect. So the correct command should be like this. I am just creating my command right now. So the command would be look like this with the values, and let's say I will be updating this command. So let me show you how it will look like. So you know that this is my install dir, and now come to this username. So I am saying that this is my property, which is the let me just copy this first so that I can pick up the values from this command. So there are a lot of commands, just don't get confused. I am taking you away from all of these unused command, right? So edit domain is here. This is my username, It's my username and my password is this one. Right, now service name is this. Also display name is this, and instance. Okay, so instance would be anything. Now auto start. Description is I'm saying this one, and come to this. This is also again my install dir, and this is my service name. Oh, double, no double, no need to double. Right, so this is my installation command which I will be running on cmd. So I'm just overriding with the correct value. Right, now coming back to this uninstallation, what happened? Your is got hanged. Okay, let's see. So till the time okay, complete. Now coming to the installation, copy. The correct installation command is this. Now I will be updating this one. So this is my install dir. Right, now service name I will be picking from this place. So my service name getting replaced with the property name, and here it's again install dir. And service name again. Right, so this is the correct uninstallation command. So this installer will install only one instance of that command. Right, now I will just install this application. Firstly check whether there is any there is an issue. No worry, I am going to update the product code first. Right, and I am also going to update the component code as well, just to make sure that my application installer will be unique on this machine. Run, I will be running it. So as of now you can see that I am going to create a Windows service which is a kind of microservice with the name service name cheetah. Right, and there is no any cheetah kind of service here right now. Also I will be able to see that there is no any TWS kind of registry. So let's try to install the application. It's my micro installer. Next, providing the domain, eli, username, password, service name is cheetah. Right, now next, install. So you can see that cmd command is running. Right, it's done. And let me just check the services first for cheetah. So I can say that cheetah services installed and running, and also if I see the registry, then TWS, also everything is coming. Now I will just uninstall the same application by the installer. Let's see how it get uninstalled. Next, remove, it is removing. Done. Right, now we'll check the services first. Cheetah gone. Now you know more Cheetah. And also registry TWS gone, right? So this is the perfect installer for the microservice. In next demo I will be showing how we can create this same uh, installer with more than one instances, right? So I'm coming to that part as well. Thanks team. Thanks.